word. Spared. This cat played with the mouse, but spared its life and did not harm it. So we read about the mouse and the lion, right? And the lion spared the mouse. What does spared mean? Sean?
Well, I have a question.
Let's do this first, then I'll answer your question. Spared. Juliana. Tell me again. He didn't keep it. What did the lion do with the mouse that spared his life? Spared the mouse's life. What's that? He does by doing what? Nick, what happens?
He lets him go.
Yeah, he lets him go, right? Kind of shows the mouse mercy. He kind of giggles because he thinks the mouse is never going to be able to repay him. But he's like, yeah, I'll consider it. I'll let you go. Okay, so spared, to let something go or to give it mercy and let it continue to live. Use spared in a sentence.
But wouldn't if they let him go, the mouse would die or something? Because
No, they let it go, meaning they spared its life. They let it live.
they let it run away.
Right. What's your question? I see a question. You good? You sure? Okay. Sean, a sentence.
The humans spared the steak for their dog.
Okay. So they spared the snake steak. So they let the dog have the steak? Is that what you're telling me? Okay. Eli?
I spared the spider and let it walk around.
Oh.
It actually happened.
I'm sure. There are many times I don't spare the spider's life, though, but every now and
I spared
then.
the spider's life a lot.
All right. Margins. You can sometimes see deer standing in the fields at the margins or edges of the woods. What's margins mean? Landon.
It means like an edge of something or...
Yeah. Edge or a border.
Yeah. But
Okay.
in my house there's like a big field and one time there was 15 deer.
Were they standing at the edge of the field in your yard?
Yeah, there was,
Yeah.
there was 10 like in my yard and 5 in the...
Oh. So margins is our word. Let's use that in a sentence. Kenny?
We were at the margin of the field.
Okay, which sounds funny because you'd probably say edges, right? But in this case, we're using that word. Good. Sean?
I have a question about spared.
Oh, yes. Back to spared. Go ahead. There it is.
Isn't there kind of two meanings for spare? Because like in its example there, he's saving the mice, but
Correct.
it's not like he's gonna get it again. But like say someone spared a screw to use later. Is that a different meaning?
Yeah, kind of, but they're giving it to you, right? So
Wellington?
they're giving you the screw to use for whatever you need it because you didn't have one, right? But they had a spare. So I think that's what you're thinking of, like spare meaning extra. Yeah, so it does. Okay, multiple meanings. Several words will have more than one meaning. The only reason for this story that we're using this one is because that's how it's used in this story. Okay, all right, good question though. What do we have here? Deserted. A baby bird that is all alone may seem deserted, but its mother may be nearby. Deserted, Adam. Yeah, another word that meant left behind, right? Vanished means to leave. Deserted means to leave, to be left. Okay, a sentence for deserted. Kenny?
When I'm deserted at home, I have fun behind my parents' back.
Yeah, I think when my kids are left at home, they have fun too. They think I don't know what's going on, but I do.
I usually just play.
I have my ways.
My mom has cameras around the house.
Oh, she's got a good close eye on you, huh?
We have a 4-acre yard, so
All
we
right.
can do a lot of things.
Last one, upright. Meerkats stand upright or straight up to keep a lookout
I throw stuff.
nearby for predators. Upright. Ava? Yeah, straight up. It uses it right there in the sentence for us. Use upright in a sentence. Riker?
When the kicker kicked the ball into the field goal stood upright.
Okay. I think they call those uprights too sometimes, don't they? Because
Yeah,
they're
they
kind of
do.
standing straight up.
Yeah, like the pole.
Okay. So that's football, right?
And so
Now-
is the Derrick Henry one.
Okay, what about soccer? Soccer's just a goal net, right? They don't have any other name for it? Okay, all right. Brendan? Oh, good. We stand upright during the Pledge of Allegiance. That's a good one. All right. Couple of things here we're going to go over. Any other questions on those words? All right. You have a couple of things you're going to do today. Okay? The first thing, it doesn't necessarily matter what order you do them in, but the first thing I'm going to talk about, Riker, and I need you listening, is you're going to listen to the story. So you should be able to do that here. Okay?
The Birch
And
Bark
follow
House
along
by
Okay.
Louise Erdrich.
as they're reading it.
Selection illustrated by S.D.
If I
Nelson.
click to the next page, you'll see a little speaker symbol here, which means it's going to read it to you. Okay, so you can click on that. You can read it. If you don't have headphones, then you're reading it on your own. Okay? So you're going to do that. After you finish listening to the story, you'll see down here at the bottom, I have a Lesson 22 folder. Inside of there, you're going to see three things actually. This word bank, which I'll talk about in a minute. After you read the story, you have a discussion. Okay? So answer the following questions in one post. Remember, you can copy and paste these into your submission. Okay? If you double tap on it right here, it's not going to do it here because I'm on the computer. Then you drag that blue thing across and hit copy and then paste it. That way you don't have to keep going back and forth to see all the questions that I had asked. One post, answer those questions after you listen to the story. So before I listen to the story, what should I do? What would be a good idea to do before I listen to the story with these questions?
Read them.
Josh?
Write them down.
Maybe write them down, right? Grab some of those keywords, main character, jot it down, conflict, problem. Write those down, okay? That way, as I'm reading for a purpose and I know what to look for, okay? And I don't have to keep going back and forth, okay? I'm giving you the questions. So once you've done that, you have a vocab crossword.
Yes.
So there is a picture here that you can use, or some of you will get a paper copy. So whether you use this in Notability or you use a paper copy, you'll have to send either a picture or the Notability completed assignment back to this assignment. Now, as I've mentioned before, I'm still giving directions, I need you listening. This particular crossword has 15 words. Okay, 10 of those are the vocab words we just talked about. 5 of those are words that are just in the story that are put on here extra. So all of the words are listed in this word bank. Okay, you can transfer it to Notability so you can mark it off. You can take a screenshot of it so you can mark it off. Whatever works for you to complete that word bank, or to complete that word search. No crossword. Okay, so 3 things. Listen to the story, do the discussion, and then you have the crossword puzzle. Okay? Doesn't matter if you do the crossword and then the story stuff, or the story and then the crossword. That's up to you. Okay? All right.